Is it real or is it OCD? If you go online and Google, this is one thing you are allowed to Google because Googling stuff is a big problem with OCD that you're not meant to do because it feeds into OCD. But if you go online and do this and Google what OCD looks like, if you haven't already done that, if you've already done it, don't do it again because that's compulsive. But if you go online and Google what does OCD look like, read through it and see, does this fit what I'm experiencing? And I know that it's going to fit that. It's going to say something like intense, unwanted, intrusive thoughts that feel they need to be checked and answered for, and it will feed into a loop, etc., etc. Wait, let me look at what it says. Recurring unwanted thoughts, images, or urges, and repetitive behaviors or mental acts performed to reduce the anxiety caused by the obsession. Okay, so if you relate to that right now, then I can tell you that it's OCD and it's not real. And it feels real because it is a disorder that has been stigmatized to just be like some weird anxiety disorder, when in reality it is a disorder that can make you believe literally anything, and will feel as real life can feel. So yes, it will feel real. It will feel exactly how you feel right now, and I can't take that away. I actually can't. Like, this might feed into your compulsions a little bit and say like, okay, it's not real, so I'm okay. But I can't take away the fact that OCD is now going to come back in 1 minute, 2 minutes, an hour, and feel just as real as it did before you watched this video. And it's going to tell you, and you're going to think, I need to come back and watch this video again to relax. That isn't going to work the second time, sadly, because that becomes compulsive and your OCD will find loopholes and ways around it, because again, like I said, it's a disorder that is overly stigmatized and is very underrated in the sense of like what it does to you. So yeah, it's important to recognize that and understand that firstly, that the stigma is playing a big role in the fact that you think you shouldn't feel like this. Like, okay, this isn't OCD. OCD is this other thing that I know. What I'm feeling is real. There's no blood test you can do for it, so you can't be 100% sure that you have OCD. That's another rabbit hole to go down, which sucks. That's just another thing that OCD will throw at you. Like, the more you the more you do compulsions, the more you're just gonna keep on advancing your OCD, and it's gonna become smarter, and etc., etc. What I'm saying is, it's not real, and it's not based in reality or logic, because that part of your brain is not active. So let me repeat that. That part of your brain that uses logic and reasoning and actual like processing of real things is not being used when you are stuck in an OCD cycle. Other parts of your brain are being used. That is the disorder. So what to do now is, with your anxiety, this is going to sound like self-help, which it is, but it is what it is. I would rather come on here and help and try and help than do nothing at all. So what you should do now, this is what has helped me, is leave and understand that your OCD is going to come back and it's going to feel completely real in a matter of minutes, hours, or days. At some point it's going to come back. It could already be back with me saying this. With that, find comfort in the fact that that is just normal for OCD, further enhancing the idea that yes, this is a disorder that you have that is not based in reality. If it doesn't come back, that's well and good. Live in that euphoria for however long you can. If it does come back, and I'm assuming that if it doesn't come back and then you start panicking, it's going to come back. You're panicking because it doesn't come back, so then it comes back. Like, yes, that also applies to OCD. Like, yes, that is also OCD. You are allowed to have that happen, even if it's not the same theme, etc., etc. It is a disorder. Find comfort in the idea that, first of all, find comfort in the discomfort, but that's a lot harder to do than it is to say. So another thing that has helped for me is to find comfort in the idea that you are in pain, like that it feels this real. Like, if it didn't feel this real, it wouldn't be the disorder. Like, remember that, like, and try not to compulsively remember that, but also if you're at that point that you need to remember that, remind yourself that, write it down somewhere. If it didn't feel this real, it wouldn't be the disorder. You wouldn't class in the disorder. Like, you wouldn't class to have the diagnosis. It wouldn't be fair, which is why it's such a huge problem with the stigma and everything else. So yeah, I hope that helps a little bit, and only a little bit, because if it helped majorly, it's probably compulsive. So if it just helps a little bit and helps to shift your view maybe for the rest of the day, or try this just for an hour, but just be kind to yourself and remind yourself that it's going to go away one day, and you can't predict when that's going to be, and you can't make it happen today, but know that it's going to go away. You've done nothing. You are not thinking in reality. That is what I can say. You're not thinking in reality. Remember that.